All right, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Another edition of Hip Hop 101. I think this might be like episode 5 or 6. So I'm glad I'm being consistent with the Hip Hop 101s. I do appreciate any and everybody that's going to watch it live on the replay. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request to any of the social media links in the description. Just hit me up. Or if you just want to chop it up and just you got a question, I got you. All right. Other than that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing get you 18% off the 100% on natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Use that promo code Goodfellow1Boxing. www.helpblaze.com. All the information is in the description. Other than that, man, check out our other sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They got, what you need if you got a broke phone, you trying to sell it, they trying to buy it, give you cash for it. So hit them up. Their social media accounts are in the description, or you can hit that phone number up right on the screen where it say we buy iPhones, and I think they buy all phones. So call them up, get them a holler. But all their social media and website are in the description. If you share their social media on social media, might have a chance to win an iPhone. So check them out. But yeah, man, we back and we got some news in the hip hop world today. 50 Cent is collecting money for Southwest T from Irv Gotti, Jeezy, P.Diidy, all allegedly owe Southwest T some money. He did drop a video on social media talking about Bloods and Crips, but didn't say anything about the money that was owed. Reportedly, J.Cole broke up Diddy verse Kendrick Lamar over the Control verse. We'll get into that. And obviously, y'all know we had to talk about live DMX wanting to challenge Jay-Z in an IG versus hit battle, which will probably break the internet. So let's get into it. Appreciate everybody that will tap in. And but yeah, should be very, very interesting to see, pretty much where this BMF thing getting out goes. Because one thing I do believe in is the universe will absolutely balance itself. And what's so funny about it, Tekashi Snitch 9 got out, right? He got out the pen, and for snitching, and now we get Big Meech possibly can be getting out if they are able to, how can I say it, get his health records to the judge, and they determine that he is at risk for the COVID-19. He could be getting out too. And what would be funny about Big Meech getting out is that 6ix9ine career will probably automatically die and fall at his knees at the drop of a hat. You know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine wouldn't have a career. He won't have a rebirth. Big Meech is going to kill all that shit. So that's one of the positive things about BMF, Big Meech, Southwest T getting out. See, Southwest T didn't really have the publicity that Big Meech had. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on social media. He wasn't trying to start a record label. He wasn't in Black Hollywood, which is Atlanta, flexing around. But obviously they had more. If you follow the case, they had more on him than they had on Big Meech. It was said that Big Meech could have beat his case had he took it to trial, but Freeway Rick Ross gave him the advice not to take it to trial. But now we got 50 Cent rolling around here playing middleman, putting Diddy on blast, putting Jeezy on blast, putting Irv Gotti on blast, saying that Southwest T wanted his money. He started with Jeezy by saying that, Southwest LA 12, I see that Southwest T mama said pick up the phone, and why he acted funny, not at Terry home, Southwest T home, and that she don't want the backstage passes and all that. So, 50 Cent, like I said before, he get on Oprah, but him and Oprah is the male and female version of each other. They destroy more black lives. They keep more chaos going in the black community than a little bit. And I just think at the end of the day, if Southwest T needed to get out, if he needed to get at Jeezy, then he know where to find Jeezy at. He know, if Jeezy want to get in touch with him, maybe Jeezy don't want to be a part of that BMF stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing with that, as far as being part of that, they was beefing right when Big Meech went to jail, said he wasn't repping it the right way. He forgot who got him his deal. And maybe Jeezy at the point where, he about to marry old girl, she pregnant. You know what I'm saying? His son had to catch a body when somebody broke in his crib. I think he at the point where, like Snoop and Dre and Dr. Quick and Ice Cube at, where the gangster life is gone. You know what I'm saying? That gangster life is absolutely gone, done, out of here. It's gone. You know, now I gotta grow into being a family man, and maybe that's what he want to do. But then again, hey, ain't nothing but a phone call away. But hey, they is hot. They hotter than July in motherfucking Arizona right now. You know, when you get out the Fed joint, they gonna be watching them close. You know, and who knows? Do they want to fly straight and go legit, or they want to go back to doing what they was doing? Because a lot of time when you dealing with the cartels, no matter if you in there, you get out, you know, they still want you to work for them. So it depends on the deal they got, you know, put together. But I'm pretty sure, you know, once they get off tether, maybe they be on tether for the next 10, 12 years, you know, maybe once they get off tether, they definitely run into Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? Or they definitely know where to find the map. They need to get in touch with them. So, you know, 50 Cent don't need the middleman business that he wasn't a part of. If you remember when Young Buck dropped the diss song Foofy, I think it was Foofy, he dropped a couple of them. He said that he tried to introduce 50 Cent to BMF and Big Meech and them, and 50 Cent was scared to meet him because, you know, people say 50 Cent got ties to the feds through, was it Chris Lighty, the music business. His fathers are the feds, and Buck said in the song that he probably was scared to meet BMF because he knew they was about to get, you know, hit with the RICO and investigated for money laundering and all that other shit they was in for. So he was scared to meet them, and all of a sudden they in jail, and he want to produce a TV show about them, and now he want to talk. So it's always a little fishy, and it's always a little funny on how the music world work. You know, everybody think it's cute, it's cool what 50 doing. When 6ix9ine get out, they gonna think it's cute and it's cool what he doing. But when you ask your average motherfucker, oh, I can't stand this work snitch, or I can't stand this snitching ass nigga. These two of the biggest snitches out here. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to a 50 Cent audio book about his life, and it just seemed like it's a facade. It seemed like he kind of acting, and that's what Instagram for, is pure entertainment. But in his book, I listened to a few minutes of it. It sounded like he know what he doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like he run a relationship with his son, but he don't know, you know, how to make that work, or he not willing to go to those means to make that work. But at the end of the day, entertainment or not, you know, you and Oprah is the same person. You know what I'm saying? You and Oprah, y'all destroy black lives, y'all tear black lives down, but then as soon as a kid gets shot in the street, everybody want to scream Black Lives Matter and injustice and stuff of that nature. So with the whole Jeezy situation, he been kind of separated from Blue Da Vinci and BMF, and everybody always want to be responsible, you know, for your success. That's the one thing that I don't want to work in a team for. I'd rather run my page the way I run it, you know, than working a team, because everybody will always want to be responsible for your success. Or if I didn't do this, or at the end of the day, if you didn't do it, hey, a motherfucker like me personally, I'm gonna find a way to get the job done. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna find a way to get the job done. Everybody always want to take responsibility for where you at, but they didn't put the work in. You know, Zatumbo, salute. They ain't work. They ain't wake up and build their shit brick by brick. You know, so if Jeezy, you know, they need to get in touch with Jeezy, they will. Now he put Puff out there. Now gonna talk about Puff twice. Now I don't know why Puff, who was damn near a billionaire, would owe Southwest T some money. Okay, that's what I don't understand. I don't understand why P.Diidy will owe, you know, BMF some money. Maybe they gave money to do a deal or the rights to a TV show, and Diddy did some shady business, or whatever that situation may be with Diddy. I don't know why Diddy will owe them that amount of money. I can't explain that. Now, have Diddy, you know, responded on it? Absolutely not. And 50 been going at Diddy for years. He's been insinuating that Diddy was gay, talking about how Diddy, you know, was trying to take him shopping and shit of that nature. So 50 been going at Diddy for years now. Diddy want to pull up on Drake and Kendrick Lamar and try to get busy, but he ain't never pulled up on 50. Now 50 used to write music for 50. I mean 50 used to write music for Sean Combs, P.Diidy, and so I don't know exactly how that happened. I know Sean not too long ago was telling the story about how 50 was in the studio writing for Diddy, and you know he had the NYPD protecting him, you know, because he was scared this is around the time he got shot 9 times. So, you know, it's a lot of stories going on around him, but I wouldn't understand why, you know, Diddy, you know, owe Southwest T money, but hey, it's a lot of things you don't understand. Then he went to Irv Gotti and said that Irv Gotti owed him some money. Now, I'm maybe guessing that Irv Gotti tried to do the big BMF serious or whatever it may be, But 50 said you ain't put no money on his books and he want his money. So Southwest T obviously got access to Instagram. He dropped the video early. You can probably find that somewhere on social media or YouTube. And if he need to get at Irv Gotti, he need to get at P. Diddy. 50 Cent just wanted to be funny. And this is why New York actually broke up. This is why the downfall of New York is the way it is because of 50 Cent. 50 Cent broke up New York. It's 50 Cent and anybody that worked with Ja Rule, he wanted to go at. Man, it was Jadakiss, Styles P, Fat Joe. He had the whole New York beefing with each other. And New York never recovered from that. New York never recovered from 50 Cent tearing that city up. Not only did he tear Queens, Brooklyn, he tore them all up. So it's really been no camaraderie amongst New York City because of 50 Cent in the rap game. And once again, he coming for Puff, and I don't understand what Puff got to do with it. But Puff, it ain't nothing. If Puff owe him $1 million, Puff got $1 million to give. If he owe him 1,000, Puff got 1,000 to give. So if he need to get in touch with Puff, he can get in touch with Puff. So I don't really understand it. But people talk about 50 Cent ain't gonna troll, and people think it's cute what 50 Cent doing. It's snitching, bro. Like, a lot of people get mad at Wendy Williams for putting people business out there, and they say, oh, she a snitch, she a gossip queen. If she a gossip queen, then 50 Cent a gossip king, man, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? He's that's a fact. Ain't no grown man supposed to be up here gossiping, throwing his workers and his actors under the bus. He punched the other dude. He was just doing an interview about that. Punched him on the set of Power and all that shit of that nature, bro. Like, it just don't make no sense. And New York ain't been right since. So if Southwest Big Meech, BMF, Big Meech, Southwest T want their money, they know how to get their money. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, 50 can say, he can keep it confidential. He can shoot Puff a text. He can hit Puff up, have Southwest T on the three-way, merge the call, say, hey, bro, he want his money. But he doing all this for entertainment, bro. And when Pop Smoke died or somebody else died, it was Pop Smoke, somebody else died, he said, I'm not gonna troll no more. I'm a be low key. I'm gonna be good, man. It's just in his nature, bro. This is how he stays relevant, man. But like I said, man, with him coming home, it's gonna change a lot. And one of the people who is going to affect the most is Tekashi 6ix9ine. And why I say it's going to affect Tekashi 6ix9ine the most is from the simple point fact that he was a snitch and he got out quick for snitching on the stand. And when you look at the situation with Big Meech and Southwest Terry, to our knowledge, they didn't snitch. They didn't snitch to our knowledge. And then they coming home 11 years later. Lil Boosie did his time was on murder row. Say what you want to say about him. Little ignorant, maybe not your style, but hey, he was on death row and he didn't snitch. And everybody wanted, oh man, snitching don't matter no more. This, that, and the third, whoop-de-whoop. But hey, when you go to work, the first thing people say is, oh, this nigga snitching, man. I can't stand a workhouse snitch. Or this, that, and the third, he's snitching. Come on, man. A snitch is a snitch. And y'all fully prepared to support this snitch. And if Big Meech come out, 6ix9ine career over with. If he come out and he get back in the rap game or he learn how to lose social media, Renardo, salute. Teriyaki Snitch 9 ain't gonna have no career. And this is how the world balance, bro. Good and bad usually even out. It may not even out the way you want it to even out, or you reap what you sow. You may not be what you reap in the good way or the bad way, but it's gonna come back around. I had no idea that it was gonna be a possibility for the two BMF brothers, Southwest T and Big Meech, to get out because of the coronavirus. I thought they was temporary gonna be out, but they out for good. If Big Meech get out, 6ix9ine not gonna have no career. And that's a fact. 6ix9ine career is done. It's capiche. It's done. He can drop that video and all that, and people co-signing him, man. That's how I know times is changing, man. Rappers wearing dresses, and rappers, co-signing snitching. But what you do gotta understand is 98% of rappers ain't never had no business in the street. Everything they rap, studio gangsters go back a long time, bro. Studio gangsters that CB4 movie was fucking accurate as hell. And a lot of your favorite rappers, present and past, a lot of your rappers, solo salute, a lot of your rappers, present and past, You know, it's been a lot of snitches. It's been a lot of snitches, and people want to say, "Oh, it's okay for 6ix9ine to snitch, and you know they fucked his baby mama." But what about Nicky Barnes? The same thing happened to him. But that's what New York known for. New York known for people for snitching. That's what they known for. Every city, every major city got somebody that snitch. But they prominent snitches can come home, walk through the streets, live in New York City, and nothing happen. But they supposed to have this gangster rep. And you know they quick to accept Teriyaki snitching on back. I hope Big Meech come down and shut that whole shit down. You know, fuck his career. You know what I'm saying? He took down more black people than 50 Cent take on a daily basis. But ain't nobody looking for that, man. That's why I say all this stuff that's going on, man. You know, we the first people to forgive. We ain't gonna never put no hands on 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? But you seen them put hands on Young LA. You see they quick to put hands on each other. Lil Uzi Vert and Playboy Cardi then sparred it out. We quick to beef with each other. We get the Eminems a pass. We get a Bubba Sparks a pass. We get a Post Malone's a pass. We get a Teriyaki Snitch Nines a pass. But they ain't giving no niggas no passes. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Imagine if 2 black dudes hopped out and killed the white motherfucker jogging in the hood. Them motherfuckers would be, white people been had them killed and when nobody be charged. In hip hop, man, that's why I say it ain't no real gatekeepers in hip hop. It ain't no real leaders in hip hop. You can come and go as you please. You can snitch on a whole industry and come back and still have a career. Because they didn't took all the fanatic hardcore rap fans. They didn't took them and they didn't really ran them out of rap now. So motherfuckers like me, like I only listen to shit in the past. Every now and again I give a nigga like the Baby a try, Future a try. But what they done now is it used to be fanatic black fans, and it used to be when rappers cross over into commercial fans. The suburban white kids, black kids, Arabic, Indian, Asian kids. You know, you get what I'm saying. And they the ones who buy records. But now what rap has done is they've told rap is 100% commercial no more. There's no more conscious rap no more. That's mainstream. You know, it's all mumble, gibberish, ghostwriter, you know, radio hits rap. And when motherfuckers break down the best albums and say, oh, this album was good, all motherfuckers do is look at the radio singles now. Oh, it's a hit record. There's no more, what was the wordplay? Is he a wordsmith? High flow? Who wrote it? You know, who was the ghostwriter? Who was the producer? Oh, did the lyrics matter? It don't matter no more. You got a whole rapper, Lil Nas X, who rapped about sucking, riding dick, the whole song. And people's letting their kids listen to that. That just lets you know that most motherfuckers don't have a keen ear, don't have a good ear for rap. You be in a club and you be reciting this shit, you allow this to creep into your soul. And when you allow the negativity and you require the trash to creep into your soul, and you liquored up, you smoke, you singing it, you become it. Music is spiritual. And if we had real gatekeepers in rap, nigga, the 6ix9ine and Post Malone could come in here. You try to go to country music, you wouldn't be able to come in as a nigga. You wouldn't even be able to sit in the neighborhood. As soon as you come on into the gated community, they gonna have your ass escorted right on out. But people don't understand what the fuck I be saying though about that. You know, let me know when you see Eminem in a dress. Let me know when you see Post Malone or 6ix9ine in a dress. You know what I'm saying? Let me know when you see a pure white boy, not a little Hispanic. You know, let me see, you know, or a little Mexican or whatever, Puerto Rican. Let me see Bubba Sparks in a dress. Let me see the Beastie Boys in a fucking dress. Let me see MC Search in a dress with press-on, clip-on nails. You ain't gonna see it. Just telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Did Tom Cruise ever put a dress on? Leonardo DiCaprio, he ever, you know, do them gay scenes like Vin Rames did in Pulp Fiction in that other movie? Nah. Did Robert De Niro, ever put on a sundress, ever put on a thong and do some weirdo shit in public, maybe in behind the scenes? Nah. Only the black actors required to do that. Only the black musicians required to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they sell their soul in a whole different type of ritual. But if we had real gatekeepers, if Diddy was a real OG instead of fighting niggas like Drake and Kendrick Lamar, which I'll get there in a minute. You feel me? If we had real OGs that was in the rap game when Suge was out there, all this shit wouldn't have been like this, bro. Real talk, rap could not been in the condition. It cannot been in the condition that it's in. We ain't got no OGs in rap no more. Ain't nobody say you can or who can or can't have a career. And that's when people throw around Jay-Z the GOAT. You know, if Jay-Z the GOAT, you know, he worried about being, you know, activist in the business world, because it's capitalist. It's capitalism for him. It's good for his pockets. But if he focus on the music world, on who can get in the rap, you know, it'll be better off. It'll show his real power. L5 player salute. Make sure I hit the thumbs up button and share it. It'll show his real power. And I'm just being honest. He tried to kill auto-tune and niggas just started using it even more. That's the difference between Pac, Jay-Z, and Biggie. It's a gap. You know what I'm saying? If KRS-One was, you know, if he still had power, if people still listened to him and actually understood, you know, the power that he had in rap at one point, but it's so long ago that the youth don't respect what he's saying. Rakim lost touch. You know, this up to dudes like Dr. Dre, P.Diidy, Jay-Z, Kanye West. These niggas ain't no leaders, bro. They let these people come into rap, have a career, use the genre. They let Miley Cyrus come in, use Mike Will Made It. You know, they use the rap game, they use our culture, then run back and take it. And before you know it, they're going to still rap in 30, 40, 50 years from now, or 60, 100 years, and we all gone, whatever that shit is, 100 years, they going to start saying Tupac was white. That white people going to fully control rap. Now, they control rap from the top, but all the rappers is going to be white. Watch what I tell you. That's the aim. All the rappers going to be white. And rap going to be all white. They did it in country. They did it in rock. You know what I'm saying? They took blues out the game. Everything blues is underground now. Rhythm and blues R&B doesn't exist no more. It's a handful of R&B artists that sound like R&B. The Khalid Kid, her, Ella Mai. It's another kid, another chick out there. Can't remember her name. Janae Aiko. But all of them sound the same. Ain't no more Keith Sweat. Ain't no more Teddy Riley. Ain't no more Bobby Brown. It ain't no more Usher. Most of the R&B acts are pop. R&B doesn't exist. And before you know it, rap is going to be all white. Wordsmith, wordplay, all that's going to be gone. The full gentrification of rap is going to be gone. They're going to talk about how they invented it and how rap is going to become white, something white. It's going to be up to, you know, the youth for the time to create a new genre of music. Recreate it and they take it. It's just been that way since we came here. I mean, since the beginning of time. Africa was the first place that had colleges, martial arts. But you say colleges and they try to say, oh, it was in Eastern Europe or it was born in America. You say martial arts, the Asians say they created it, which they didn't. You know, country music, we created, they take it. Rock and roll, we created, they take it. We built this damn country brick by brick. We fought the civil wars. We helped them fend off, you know, the British when they came to take their ass back over there. We build it, we create it, they take it, we don't get reprimanded for it. And how does it keep happening? Because the leadership either get killed when they don't take the money, or they just take the money and they just be quiet. That's a fact. They take the money and be quiet. Diddy ain't no fucking leader. Jay-Z ain't no leader. Dr. Dre ain't no leader. Snoop ain't no fucking leader. If we had real forefathers in rap and real OGs in rap, man, Post Malone couldn't come in here. Not saying he a bad artist. You know how all these niggas, you go to their cities and stuff of that nature, and they say check in. Every time an artist that ain't black in hip hop need to check in. Facts. They need to check in. You go to Miami, oh, check in. You go to Atlanta, they say check in. You go to Oakland, you need to check in. You know, New York, you need to check in. Oh, you need to check in or you going to get ponied down on. Ain't none of that shit in rap no more. Never, I mean, you can come and go as you please in rap. You know, and this is a major problem that we got. You know, instead of gorilla checking these niggas and giving them the program and having a rap seminar, you know, and this, that, and the third, we can go and go as we please. White people can go come as they please in rap. That's why 6ix9ine can go. If Diddy was if he was a real thorough nigga, 6ix9ine couldn't even move and shake in New York. He'd shut him down every venue in New York. If Jay-Z was the real king in New York, he could shut him down in every venue in New York. He couldn't even have a rap career. You know what I'm saying? He go out to California, he get popped at, run back to the East Coast. 6ix9ine gonna be able to perform right in the middle of Times Square, and nothing gonna happen to him. But they so hard in New York, right? They so hard. They got this tough boy mentality, but right now it ain't looking so tough. They getting beat up by the cops. 6ix9ine can come home and shoot a video and go live, and ain't nobody throwing egg at him. Ain't nobody throwing tomatoes at him. He gonna come back and be the biggest artist in New York. He'll be able to go to Hot 97. He'll be able to go to the Breakfast Club. This, that, and the third. But hey, when Charlamagne made Jay-Z feel uncomfortable in an interview, guess what he did to Charlamagne? He had the nigga fired. Now Charlamagne was Billy Bob Joe. Jay-Z wouldn't have got him fired. I'm just telling y'all, I'm just showing y'all the inconsistencies. Showing y'all the inconsistencies in rap. This real shit right here. They always want to talk about they feel our oppression and they feel us through this coronavirus and we need to bond together. The black vote ain't free. Motherfucker, of course it ain't. Y'all vote and y'all motherfucking, y'all, it ain't never been free. Y'all funded by somebody higher to let what goes on in rap. And that's how we got here. I'm telling y'all, in about 100 years, rap is going to be predominantly white motherfuckers and non-blacks in rap. Why should I tell you? You can already see it turn right now. Look how they emasculating rap. You know what I'm saying? With dresses on and they wearing press and clip-ons, they wearing purses. You know, that ain't a black imprint. All the people that they wearing on their clothes, but ain't none of them black motherfucking designers. Balenciaga, Gucci after he disrespected you, Louis Vuitton after they disrespected you. And the first thing people say, well, I don't care about none of that. Okay. Slowly and surely, and it's kind of it's more medium speed than slowly, they destroying our culture. This is the only culture we know. This is what we invented. We built this shit, man. What Franklin say in the Snowfall, brick by brick, we built this shit. We gonna build another thing in this country again, and they gonna take it again. You know who responsible? All the motherfuckers that's supposed to be the OGs, the Dre's, the P.Diidys, the Snoop Dogs. Who I'm gonna get on Snoop Dogg ass later. I don't give a fuck. Co-signing Eminem and all these motherfuckers taking the money to tap dance. This is what happened when you sell out. They done sold hip hop. They done sold it. They done sold it. None of these niggas got major distribution. None of them. It's never happened. Go look up what happened to Sam Cooke when he tried to get it. None of them. Or P.Diidy still needs a major distribution to produce albums. Master P still needs a major distribution deal to do album sales. So do Birdman. They got all this money. Kanye West said he worth $3 billion and $3 billion still can't get him his own major distribution. Jay-Z worth all this money. Him and Beyonce so powerful, still can't get him major distribution. Getting major distribution for a black person in music, it's easier to find a serum to live forever. Eternal life is easier to obtain than a black person obtaining major distribution in rap. Now, if you don't know what major distribution is, it's a deal that you are able to produce copies of music in large sums, and they're able to send it out. They're able to distribute your music across the world. Instead of you can distribute your music without a major distributor out the trunk of your car like Master P. But you need Universal or somebody else to distribute the syndicated, to push it all around the world. And not one motherfucking black person has ever had that. Now, we have times that people tried to buy it and tried to get it. And it was said that Jay-Z snitched on Jay Prince and Irv Gotti, the Def Jam, about that. And then there's another story we could talk about in another time, how Russell Simmons got finessed out of Def Jam. He created it. They took it. And you know who they are. You know what I'm saying? People that want to be in the rap world and the rap game, you don't want to be a part of this. Because you forever going to be answering to somebody else. And that's the God honest truth. And when you answering to somebody else, to these people, you don't want to be part of that. You don't do what they say do. Next thing you know, your Bentley hanging off a cliff and you dead. And that's why I laugh when I hear these dudes like Jay-Z and P.Diidy trying to be pro-black and trying to do things for black people. If Jay-Z was so pro-black, wouldn't Kaepernick have a job? You know what I'm saying? You can talk about a lot of these dudes who sold out other people's lives in rap. You know, Biggie's daughter said she ain't heard from Puff in like 20 years. Scott LaRock's son said he ain't never heard from KRS-One. If it wasn't for his daddy, he wouldn't have had a career. So, if that's who you rocking with, as soon as your man's dying, you don't take care of his family, pick Big Pun and Fat Joe, some stuff about them. So if they can't take care of their mans, how can they take care of hip hop? Everybody that's left in hip hop, they no threat. Everybody that they took was a threat. Pac, Biggie, they were threats. That's the truth. Jay-Z ain't no threat. He not. If Jay-Z was a true threat, Jay-Z would be already gone. If Puff was a true threat, Puff would be already gone. You don't ever see Puff saying, "Oh, Post Malone can have a career." You hear Jay-Z, blocking 6ix9ine out from doing shows. You don't see that shit. You don't see them co-signing Casanova 2 times. You know what New York did to that nigga? They took a little rainbow hair, sweet 6ix9ine, put him up on a pedestal, made him the face of Brooklyn. And you know what they did with Casanova 2 times? Nigga, a solid nigga. Spit on that nigga. Spit on that nigga. They just stumped him out. Treated him like nothing. They put a white boy on top of him. He did an interview on Hot 97. You can hear the pain in his voice, dog. He didn't want to show the pain, but I can see the pain in him. Guys like Fab, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, they ain't no threat. Hate to say it, Nas just quiet as hell. He ain't really no threat. Come on. They done gentrified the whole Brooklyn, basically. That's crazy, though. But this is the rap game. But let's talk about this J.Cole incident. I can go all day ripping these niggas, man. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Pull this story up. Sound like J. Cole might have put some hands on Puffy ass. Pull this story up, man. Make sure y'all share the video if you haven't hit the thumbs up button. One second. All right, here we go. So J. Cole manager addresses an altercation that happened, and Twitter was talking about it yesterday. It says, years later, Kendrick Lamar's legendary King of New York control voice is still in the news. Yesterday, Twitter was buzzing with rumors that drunk Diddy had confronted Lamar over the geographical flex at the VMAs last year, attempting to pour a drink on K.Dot. Kendrick's much bigger friend, J. Cole, is said to have intervened on Lamar's half. Okay. Cole's manager, Ibrahim I.B. Hamad, called cap on the rumor. Yeah, that's not what happened. But it says that J.Cole and Diddy scrapped at the VMAs after a party over Kendrick Lamar Control verse. Diddy was visibly intoxicated and tried to confront Kendrick over the King of New York claim. In his Control freestyle, Diddy allegedly attempted to pour a drink on Kendrick, and J. Cole intervened. And basically, like I said, he said, yeah, that's definitely not what happened. He said, suggesting something might have happened. The incident between Diddy and Kendrick Lamar and Cole would have gone down around the same time, a sound period of a drunk Puff publicly bitch slapped Drake over a beat. Now, if you didn't know what happened with Puff and Drake, obviously Puff had beat Drake ass and fucking knocked his shoulder out his socket. And what happened was Puff sent Drake a beat to do a song for, and Drake ended up stealing the damn beat. Long story short, but you see how he confronted. Like I said, man, this shit goes hand in hand. You see how Diddy confronted Kendrick Lamar, a black man, about his Control King of New York verse, but he ain't confronting 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if he from Brooklyn or wherever, Brunswick or wherever he from. You ain't confront 6ix9ine about being the King of New York, and we all know he ain't the King of New York. But he confronted Kendrick Lamar ass though. He put hands on Drake ass though, and J. Cole had to intervene. So something had to fucking happen. He ain't had no problem gorilla checking Kendrick Lamar, who's probably smaller than Diddy and Cole. Hey man, that was some fucked up shit you did. Like I said before, man. Come on, man. He beating up on Diddy, Diddy beating up on Drake, trying to beat up on Kendrick Lamar. Nigga, go get your 1,000 ghostwriters. You know what I'm saying? Go get your 1,000 ghostwriters and have them put a verse that can beat that verse. And you can't. You ain't the first time somebody said they was the King of New York and he put hands on Pop for talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? When Daz and them and Corrupt was kicking over the New York towers and the buildings and shit when Suge was around, Diddy wasn't trying to put no hands on them niggas. He see Kendrick Lamar, that motherfucker like 5'7", feeling good. Like, I'm fuck him up. Hey, this nigga out here rapping and shit, and this, that, and third. We our own worst enemies. Drunk as hell. This nigga out here preaching black unity. Oh, well, the black vote not free. Nigga, who is you to represent us? You ain't known what it feel like to be poor in a long time, my brother. You sacrificed your boy for riches and took over here all this shit and didn't give his family nothing. Biggie, you over here confronting motherfucking Kendrick Lamar. Diddy? But then you turn around and you beating up Drake and trying to beat up Kendrick Lamar. But then you around here talking black cohesiveness and how we need to sing Kumbaya together. If that ain't motherfucking hypocrisy, I don't know what it is. Like I said, man, I don't trust these motherfuckers, man. That motherfucker's insurgent sent by the white man. Never trusted him. Ever since the Locks was trying to get at him at the radio station for signing him to a bad deal. You know what I'm saying? A fellow New Yorker treating New York people bad, stealing their publishing and putting them in slave deals. I'd rather a white man put me in a slave deal before my own fellow brother. And this is why people don't support black businesses. This is why people don't be wanting to do business with black people. Black motherfucker put a knife in your back before a white man. At least I'm expecting a white man to put a knife in my back. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting that. But 6ix9ine can waltz in here and snitch and all that. Diddy ain't got no problem with it. Kendrick Lamar say he the King of New York. Where was that energy at 20 years from then? When they was kicking down y'all New York buildings and shit. Y'all shot a couple shots in the air. Where was that New York pride at when 6ix9ine come home and say he the King of New York? Where the fuck was that pride at? Telling you. Kendrick Lamar was a white boy. That was Eminem that wrote that King of New York verse. I'm telling you, man, Puff wouldn't have said nothing. Puff wouldn't have said nothing. He wouldn't have said nothing. He said, what's good, Puffy responsible for getting Pac and Big killed. I never liked him. Salute, Lawrence Williams. Puffy and 50 Cent is the destruction of New York. Once Puff sold out Big and Pop, that opened the floodgates. Then, salute J.A. And then 50 did the rest. 50 did the rest. 50 came through with the hammer and broke New York up. Shattered that shit. Everybody was playing along. You gonna clap back? Lean back. Lean back. Everybody was spitting bars. Here come 50. How to rob. You know, that was the beginning. Then anybody that was associated with Ja Rule, he was getting on them. You know, this dude Curtis was mad because Ja Rule didn't put him on. Look, man, don't no man owe nobody shit. I'm gonna say that before. Don't no man owe nobody nothing. If somebody helped you out, they helped you out. But don't nobody owe you nothing. All 50 Cent had to do was pave his own way. That's the destruction of New York rap. Now New York rap is on the hinges. Or on the threads. The little thread of them niggas from Buffalo, Griselda, and ASAP Ferg. That's it. They want to say French Montana still hot. Don't nobody fucking listen to French Montana like that. I like some of his music, but I don't listen to it for him. It's the production and the features. 50 Cent, he whiteballed out the industry by Jimmy Iovine. Puff ain't never been a rapper. Jadakiss, Fab, they all rap. Karis One, he all rap. ASAP Rocky, he don't want to rap no more. You know, he just too concerned with being pretty and being sassy. You know, Pop Smoke, that was their guy, but all his songs sound the same. He didn't sound like no New York nigga. He had a little feel to him. Maybe it would have popped off. He went to Cali, got popped off. Unfortunately, rest in power. And all, Dave East, he nice, but he really more of the underground thing. He ain't no dude that's gonna blow up and be syndicated on the radio. 50 was jealous of Ja Rule relationship with Preem. That's why he was hating so hard. And that's crazy. That's crazy, man. And them two niggas destroyed rap. They destroyed it. They still here profiting off of different business ventures. Puffy shoving Ciroc down y'all throats. Check this out, bro. Puffy shoving Ciroc down y'all throat. He don't own Ciroc. Everybody think Puffy owns Ciroc. Even if they think he owns 51% of Ciroc and he the majority owner. Puffy don't own Ciroc. That's a white man's drink. Some of the guys in France own that. And they just making P.Diidy the face. It's no different from Popeye's chicken. When they put that black woman on the commercial talking about she her seasonings, her 9 spices, whatever it is, and come on down and get you a biscuit and a 2-piece right here at Mama's Popeye's chicken. White motherfucker own that shit. They just using black faces to sell it. Same thing with Puff and Ciroc. He making niggas think, oh man, I can support black businesses. I gotta go get this Ciroc. Man, Puff don't own Ciroc. He just a front man. He ain't no different than the Popeye's chicken woman. And you telling me a man with that much money is working for the white man still on some liquor? You telling me Puff couldn't sell his own liquor? Had niggas thinking they being patrons of a black business. You buying that shit, you making a white man richer and richer. P.Diidy just a brand ambassador. That's how they trick you. That's why it's important to research what you buy. Just keep it 100. These dudes here for a reason. But guess what? One day they gotta pay the piper. What Kanye West say? When it all falls down, dun, dun, it's all gotta fall down. What you reap is what you sow. What comes around goes around like a hula hoop. Benjamin Foe, salute. When it come back around, it's gonna be coming around when you least expect it. When you do some good shit, you reap some good shit. It don't come back how you think it's gonna come back. You find $1 million and give it back. You expect $2 million to come back. No, it may come in the form of living longer. It It may come in a form of finding the right woman. It might come in terms of pure happiness throughout your life. What you reap and what you sow, it don't necessarily come back bad like you want. You kill somebody, may not kill you. You may not kill you. You may suffer through life. You might watch your auntie die in your eyes. You might see your brother die. You know, nothing seemed to go right. You got money, but you just not happy. Look at Robin Williams. All the money, funniest, one of the funniest dudes to ever grace the television screen. Some timeless hits. Mrs. Doubtfire, Popeye, Hook, Jumanji. He just died. Why? Wasn't happy. So don't think all your good deeds going to waste. They're not going to come back in the form you think it's going to come in. You know how you put a check and you cash and you expect to get money back? No, this check, it may come in the form of longevity. It may come in the form of pure happiness. It may come in the form of just having a great kid, finding the right woman. It might come in the form of, you know what I'm saying, your mother living longer. Or just pure happiness. I'd rather be happy with my life and comfortable in my life than be rich. Money don't buy happiness. 1,000,000 records don't buy happiness. I'd rather be living a normal fucking 9-to-5 life and be happy. I really would. You know, life is like, you ever got that toy you wanted? I remember back in the day, and I'm going to talk about X and Jay-Z next. It was a Spider-Man and Wolverine. That was the thing when I came out, when I was coming up at this age. And they both was like big. They was big Wolverines and big Spider-Mans. This was that Wolverine Spider-Man period, right? And they had this thing attached to him on the back. It was a blue thing on Wolverine. You hit the button, he do the little moves and shit. Spider-Man had the same thing. I want that toy so bad. I got the toy, played with it, but at the end of the day, I played with it and then, you know, it sat in the toy box. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like being rich. The Ferrari, the Maserati, the mansion, the water pool in the back, the jacuzzi, the basketball rings. Robin Williams probably had all that shit. Indoor bowling alley. But it still don't make you happy. 50 Cent show you niggas every day. All the money in the world. All the success in the world. Books, movies. You listen to his book, his audio book version. That ain't a happy motherfucker. I seem more happy than 50. Not happy. But let's talk about DMX and Jay-Z. So DMX called out Jay-Z to Drink Champs and Nori. And said, they asked him, is it one guy you want to battle? He said, Jay. And like I said, man, people act like DMX had like one album or some shit like that. DMX had a few albums, you know. DMX first four albums went like platinum, multi-platinum. You know, even the one that wasn't so good, Grand Champ, that still debuted at number 1. You know what I'm saying? If you look at his collection, DMX was a better rapper, 98, 99, than Jay-Z. That's a fact. He was a better rapper. DMX was hot as fish grease in the North Carolina 100-degree weather fish fry. You know what I'm saying? He was a dominant rapper. It was people that just strictly played DMX. And don't forget, that's the time Eminem came out, Jay-Z was hot, Ja Rule was hot. It was a lot of hot rappers then. Wu-Tang still was doing their thing. DMX was the number 1 rapper in the game. At one point, Irv Gotti was associated to 3 of the top rappers that topped the game. Jay, Ja, and DMX. They all topped the game. Yeah, DMX legal trouble and drug addiction took him out the game. But it's dark as hell, dark and hell is hot. Flesh of my flesh and blood of my blood. Grand Champ, and then there was X, and then kind of when it got to the Great Depression, I think that's basically where he fell off at. But you know he had some shit, man. People act like DMX ain't no formidable foe. DMX had the late 90s on lock. What you niggas want with a what you really, really want? He had the song with Aaliyah. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in, come on, man. X, that's when New York was pumping. He had a little beef with K Solo for a minute. Money, cars, money. He killed Jay on that shit. What? He killed Jay on that shit. Money, cars, God. What? Jay-Z was everybody. I mean, X was everybody's favorite rapper. All the OGs love X. That's the difference between this era now and our last era. The last era of rap, the 90s, like that like 2 eras ago, the 90s era, the OGs even had to fuck with the rap. That's how good it was. The OGs had to fuck with it. See how the OGs now, they don't fuck with this rap, this skirt red robbing rap and riding dicks until I can't ride them no more. I don't fuck with that rap. But that 90s rap, the OGs had to fuck with that. He said DMX made Swiss beats, no sound, corny, and repetitive. Yeah, Swiss Beats, I've really never been a fan of Swiss Beats production like that. But he did. He put Swiss on the map. He put, him, Eve. Stop. Drop. DMX was probably one of the few rappers that made the beat. That's a great video to talk about rap songs where rappers made the beat better than what it was. Real talk. It's a lot of Eminem songs that he made the beat better than what it was, to be honest. I'm just keeping it 100. It's a lot of Nas songs where he made the beat better than what it was. Those rappers do exist. Biggie was another one. He had some okay beats, but Biggie just made the beats pun, L. You can keep going on and on with rappers that made the beats better than what it was. You can make a case that Ice Cube made a lot of Dre production early on what it was. Do so now, salute. It ain't a lot of motherfuckers that make the beat. It ain't too many people that make the beat no more. Rick Ross' career has been built on production. There's no knock on Ross. His career been built on production. Port of Miami was a 5 mic production album. A lot of Ross production was 5 mic. Like Ross, if I had to get a beat picker, I probably would call Ross. Jay-Z kind of makes some of those Reasonable Doubt beats too. They kind of went hand in hand. He just fits so well with some of those beats. I will say that. The production was pretty good. He said, just in case that's a lost art. Yeah, it is. You just keep going on and on. The Tribe was different. Q-Tip was a fucking perfectionist on his production, so they had no other choice. So the production in that went hand in hand. Jay Dilla was another one. Usually the production went hand in hand. But it's not too many artists that make the beat no more. But DMX definitely he made Swiss him and Eve saved a lot of Swiss production. You know what I'm saying? And Justin Blaze was just fucking incredible. The people don't talk about Just Blaze enough. Just Blaze is probably one of my favorite producers, man. Just the soulfulness and just it sounds like he uses real instruments in his beats, and that's the difference. He really got a band. I watched one of his docs. He really got a band that come in, and his shit is live band. They ain't doing that no more. Like the Roots and shit. Justin Blaze is probably one of the most creative producers. He's just dope. Yeah, Jadakiss, the Lock, all them niggas, man. Tribe and Jungle Bros was craftsmen. Yeah, Q-Tip was a craftsman. No doubt about it. Pete Rock was another one. Him and C.O. Smooth was nice together. Preem and Guru was nice together. You kind of miss those productions. EPMD. The producer, rapper, Eric B. and Rakim. I missed them in rap. It's only one producer rap duo that I know got a major deal, and that's Payroll and Cardo. I think Cardo did Dreams and Nightmares for Meek. That's him. Or it was Levels to This. He might have did both of them, but he one of the more underrated rappers. But you don't see that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Crazy, man. Yeah, I used to love Luda. Luda was super dope. I like to see people forget how dope Luda was, man. Probably because he was a disc jockey, man. But Ludacris, he had his own style. But the 2000s, man, people respected that as well. But DMX, his career didn't have longevity because of the drugs, man. But he gave it to you how you wanted it. Big Crit be making his own beats, yeah. Used to rock with J Dilla, of course. Slum Village was nice. He did a lot of shit with what's them boys out there from Cali? You know who I'm talking about. Can't keep running away. That's my niggas. He did some production for them. You know, but with X, it just was a matter of pitfalls. You know, he said he grew up in group homes and institutions. It was it. That's the difference. Jay-Z just kept his nose clean. He was disciplined. You know, you talking about hits. You mean, you take Jay-Z, it's going to be hard to filter all 20 hits. You talking about girls, 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 girls. Dead presidents. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of them. Hard Knock Life. It's a hard knock. You just keep going on. It's Hovey, baby. You can't touch the young. A lot of people forget the discovery. A lot of people forget the discovery of Jay-Z. American Gangster, ignorant shit. As real as it get with Jay-Z. Shit, people forget he was on Thug Motivation 101. Dun, dun, on the Don Cannon beat. That him and Jeezy, I would love to see a full album from them. I would still purchase it. They always had a nice vibe together. Dope boys in the building tonight. That shit was dope. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Dun. Yeah, Rick Rubin shit was dope. Jay-Z just too heavy, bro. He just too heavy. Then he got to Watch the Throne. Makes it easier. Ball so hard, motherfuckers want to find me. I played that shit out. His shit is just so, his discovery is so fucking heavy, bro. And I'm just, you only talk about the kind of the lesser songs. Change clothes, and, you know what I'm saying? You could just keep going on. He worked with, he worked with Timberland, he worked with Pharrell. DMX was basically working with Light Swiss Beats. Jay-Z had the world at his hands. He tried to take the grinding beat. He tried to take the grinding beat from the Clips. I think Pharrell said, and Pharrell said, "No, that's going to them." And that's another group. They first two. You talking about two of the best first two albums? Them motherfuckers, Devils. Yeah, that was Unreasonable Doubt. Preem produced that one. That shit was dope. You could just get Jay-Z motherfuckers. I was watching Method Man do an interview, and I think he was doing an interview. Turn my light on. He was doing an interview with I can't remember who it was. It might have been Ebro. He said motherfuckers just say Jay-Z ain't great because it go against the grain. Just to have something to talk about. And he right, man. You got to respect the weight of his music. Jay got so many, and then he got some songs that I thought was underrated, like Dig a Hole. Dig a hole, nigga, dig a hole. A lot of niggas don't talk about that song. That had a lot of little jewels in it. Ignorant Shit with Beanie Siegel. He said when the fifth come out, the tough guy disappeared, then the bitch come out. Hey, Jay-Z just like, it ain't too many niggas that can hang with him. And I'm gonna always keep it 100. Oh, Blue Magic, that beat was dope. Say hello to the bad guy. That's my shit right there. But one of his craziest joints to me was that Rick Rubin 99 Problems. That was fucking, that whole beat was fucking bananas. Jay-Z did that shit. It was bananas. Rick Rubin killed that shit, bro. The whole kind of like rock and roll feel like he used to do with LL. Another dude. LL's probably the only dude that could match Jay-Z longevity or come close to it. He didn't die or nothing. But LL been doing, he paid away for dudes like Drake. Kind of get off subject. He paid away for dudes like Drake. The shit that Drake doing right now. With the gold bottles and, confessing his true feelings on, man, LL was getting killed for that. What Cannabis say? 99% of your fans wear high heels. LL was getting killed for doing what Drake was doing with the gold bottle. I'm going back to Cali. He was getting killed for that shit. Tell me I'm lying. He was getting killed for shit like that. Jay-Z shit just so heavy. LL shit heavy too, man. LL was able to say, "Mama go knock you," go toe to toe with Kool Moe D, go toe to toe with Cannabis, and then he was, "Hey lover, hey love." And he had the whole package, bro. He snatched rap from Run DMC and them, bro. My radio, he snatched on Crush Groove. He snatched that whole shit up. Frederick Williams salute. He snatched that whole up. LL is one of the 10 greatest rappers of all time. Bar none. He got to be there for me. That's just me personally. I don't wait till the nigga die, give him his flowers. His discovery is crazy as shit. He went from the 80s. Remember when they went from the 80s to the 90s, Run DMC couldn't make that jump. They even got Pete Rock. You down with the king. You down with the king. But they couldn't really make that jump. LL stumbled a bit, but he found his groove in the 90s. He was trying to be a tough guy, and then he hopped on kind of the R&B wave. Hey love, all that shit. Remember he had the shit with A. Marie. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't no Drake, if it ain't no Drake, if it ain't no LL, it ain't no Ja Rule if it ain't no LL. So LL needed flowers, bro. And don't forget, LL had us rocking the motherfucking the pants leg up. There's talk that Jeezy's hired from BMF now. That Southwest T is on the prison. Yeah, we just talked about that, bro. We just talked about that. It sounded like he was taking care of them, getting them tickets and shit, but we'll see. They call me Big Willie. I always think about Coach Carter. So LL one of those dudes, but X got some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z just got a lot of shit. I probably put X with anybody against anybody else. He probably will win, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Because X had the Ja Rule kind of feel to it. Kind of he had the Cisco, what these bitches want from it. Then he had the other one, how it's going. X had it all. He had the gutter shit. He had the conscious shit. He had the crossover pop shit. X had the entire package, bro. And for a dude to be that hard and that grimy, for them to do that song with Cisco, or him to do that song with the other one, How It's Going Down, and then he can go and do a conscious song like I forget that song. I listen to it all the time. I forget the name of y'all know what I'm talking about. I slip it. I falling. I can't get up. Then to go to do party up, and then stop. Like X had the total package, bro. He could slow it down. He could speed it up. He could be conscious. He can be soft on records. All X had to do was keep his nose clean. But that's part of longevity, discipline, all that shit. And he can freestyle. He one of the greatest freestylers out there. And his albums was solid. You know how you get some albums where they got this hit singles and they got a few good songs on the album. Like his album was like solid. I believe Eminem's best work, to me personally, was the Eminem Show. That whole album was a complete album for Eminem. But DMX first 3 or 4 albums were complete albums. You know what I'm saying? To me, Jay-Z probably best shit was Blueprint. Black Album was good too. I like the Blueprint 3. I like American Gangster, but Black Album and Blueprint, I think Blueprint is really when he kind of went to another level. My least favorite Jay-Z album has got to be Blueprint 2. Magna Carta was okay. 44 was okay. But those the 3 I think was, and people say Kingdom Come, but I liked a few songs on there too. But those would probably be like his worst 4 albums. And for some artists, that'd probably be their best 4 albums. You feel what I'm saying? That just lets you know what type of level you're on. But Reasonable Doubt, Black Album, I would say his 2 classics are probably Black Album and Blueprint. I mean, you can make an argument for American Gangster. Blueprint 3 was super dope, and Reasonable Doubt. So, those would probably be his 3, Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, and Black Album. Black Album was tremendous. That was a tremendous album. You know what I'm saying? But he just got so many. Volume 1, Volume 2. You got Reasonable Doubt. You got Blueprint, Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse. You got the Blueprint 3, the Black Album, 444, Magna Carta, Kingdom Come. He's got so many fucking albums, dude. Who can compete with that? Only person that could probably compete with that is Drake. But then again, you talking about a rap battle. Courtney Salute with Drake. Drake can't get on there with them single songs. I'm more than just the option. Oh, volume 3 too. I forgot about that. Hey, hey, hey. No, we want to hear bars. And I said in my other video, I mentioned Reasonable Doubt. I said in my other video that song when he got with Ross, Lord knows, that's my favorite Drake song. That's a true lyrical wordsmith song from Drake. If he was able to make an album like that, I think that he wrote, I think people would respect him as a rap artist. He just so intrinsic commercial. See, before Jay-Z went commercial, I think he had volume 1, 2, 3, Reasonable Doubt. All that shit was already out. So Jay had already established, and then he had songs like I Love the Dope with Jay-Z. You know, he had already established that he was a true MC. So it was okay for Jay-Z to kind of cross over with the blueprint and some of his other stuff, but he always gave us MC songs, you know what I'm saying, on his album. With Drake, he never had that album, Ernest Johnson Appreciate. He said, for the mostly unbiased black journalism, thanks for keeping it 98 and some change. Appreciate it, family. Ernest Johnson, super chat. I think that Drake not, and it's cool if he not an MC, but if he want to get that respect, he should do a straight rap album. Do what Kendrick Lamar did with that album that Swiss Beats son produced on. You know what I'm saying? I forget what the name it was. Do that. You know, J.Cole did Sorry for Your Wait, whatever the hell it was. That was totally different from Forbidden Fruit, whatever that album was. That was a real rap album. You know what I'm saying? He was spitting on that motherfucker. People were saying, I was boring. It didn't have enough up-tempo song on. Motherfuckers used to popping Molly, smoking weed, drinking liquor, and going to the club. Salute Ernest. Appreciate it. But when you talking about, like, if he able to compromise some success and drop a real rap album, I respect him more. He able to drop some shit like Kendrick dropped to Pimp a Butterfly. Kendrick could turn that completely. He could turn that album completely into a commercial album, and he could have sold 1,000, 100,000, 10,000, 10 million more records. But people don't understand the jazz samples that it had on that album. That album was soulful. Like that Sorry for whatever that J.Cole album was, that was soulful. It was a lot of stuff that goes over people's head. And if Drake was able to give us more of that, like Lord Knows with Rick Ross, if he was able to give us that in a whole rap album instead of singing and Caribbean jerking and all that shit, he able to give us 10 songs of that, then I think more people respect him. But him going up against Jay, he ain't no contest neither, bro. You talking about bar for bar rap songs, he can't fuck with Jay. He said salute. He said Drake is this generation LL Cool J. But LL Cool J had more tough guy to him. You know, LL had rap out. My radio. He had all that. And he had real battles, bro. Not fanboy battles. Even though he did have a fanboy battle with Cannabis. But LL, you know, he had an MC career at first. Don't forget that LL had a true solid MC career. He was rapping. The veins was coming out that nigga head and neck and shit. Drake ain't never had an MC career. The best I ever had. Girls Around the World. What's the name of that shit he had with Trey Songz? Frederick, salute. He ain't never sit out here and just earn the respect. All he had to do was give us one or two albums like that. But he sold his soul for the riches. He crossed over and was commercial. But the time he was coming in, like right after he came in, I first heard him with Bun B and that Bun B song, I forget the name of it, but I forget the name of the song he had with Bun. But by that time, the Carter 3 was already out, because I graduated, the Carter 3 came out. Right when I graduated, I bought that shit. That's the time Lil Wayne, get lollipop, shawty wanna, battle in that club. That fucked the rap game up. And I don't talk about this in the, what's your Lloyd Banks impression? I ain't even got one. Shout out to Sean Carter. But, I was just did a video on him earlier. But yeah, when the Carter 3 came out, that changed the rap game tremendously. They get like a lollipop. And that's what Drake caught on with. And Drake was like, oh, this shit working for Tunchi. It could work for me. So that's every rapper started crossing over after that. And people forget, people talking about how Drake is Lil Wayne, the greatest rapper of all time. he had help writing his homework, bro. And I ain't gonna get into it right now, but like I said before, it's a lot of tremendous battles out there, man, to be had producer wise. I mean, Jay-Z and DMX should probably my favorite, one of my favorites that can be made. You know, when I see Nas get out here and battle somebody, that'd be cool. But Nas just don't seem to have the personality to do that, bro. You know, and then I talked about the 90s and 2000s were pretty dope too, man. I love Gucci Mane. Excuse my Gucci Mane video yesterday. Somebody informed me earlier that it wasn't Gucci Mane, that was Ahmad Shepard. So I took that down. So if you was wondering, so if I'm wrong, I take it down. And I issue the apology. But yeah, 2000s was dope too. You know, Jeezy. People talk about Jeezy and T.I. T.I. discovery and Jeezy discovery is fucking nuts. Them two niggas, man, is nuts. Gucci Mane got a hood discovery, but he got a lot of good songs though. You know, but Jeezy and T.I. discovery, I can put them and they can compete with anybody in the rap game. A lot of people say when they get their opinion on the artist, they get their opinion on the songs they heard, the hit singles. But Jeezy the snowman. I make it winter time. We rolling fat like that open bitch. Color perp, all we smoke is that purple shit. See the red dogs run like black cats. I toss the work, but I'm holding on to my strap. That whole shit was crazy. Ken Ben the Snowman. And then he had the little shit with Boys in the Hood, and he left that shit fell apart. He had a song with Jody Breeze called Trap Boys. That I play that shit all the time. All Jeezy discovery is T.I. and Jeezy discovery is sick as shit. Sick as shit. The dope boys in the trap, nigga. Dope boys in the trap, nigga. Come on. Yeah, T.I. can be the Jay-Z of the song. He got, man, his shit crazy, bro. I'm serious. I was hip when he came out. I'm serious. We had that. The dope boys. They ain't push it like that. The dope boys in the trap. That was my shit. You can't go to Atlanta and not hear that shit at the club where you eating chicken wings at. People be hating on T.I., but he got a top 10, 20 discovery of all time. Rubber Band Man, Wild as the Teller. That shit was crazy. He had his T.I. shit crazy. I'm telling y'all, Jeezy and T.I. shit crazy, man. If you add Jeezy mixtape gang, and he wasn't rapping over other niggas' beats neither. Jeezy was just giving music to the street for free. You got a problem on your hands. That shit was dope. That was on Trap or Die too. You want your shit, they gon' hate. Want you? 23, Kobe, LeBron. Crazy. Them two niggas got songs. You can say 50 hits for them two niggas. They might not be in Billboard 100. Gucci, you can put them in there too. You had a hood IG versus battle. Gucci, T.I., and Jeezy got shit for days. The reason why all the T.I. and Jeezy was popping because they played by the old rules. He said, "What's Lloyd Banks?" So that Lloyd Banks, Rick Ross diss ain't shit. I ain't heard it. He did 50. But Gucci was dropping shit every day. Flame on 24, salute. Shannon Brown got in the shootout. He went to Michigan State. He looked like he'd shoot. For real, bro. People just saying because it ain't cool though. Oh, that nigga, man, you be talking to the average nigga you argue about rap with. I guarantee you, they ain't heard most of that shit. I had Kane Band and Snow Band, Come Shot With Me, Trap or Die, all that shit. Thug Motivation 101. People talk about 50 Cent debut album. That shit, that whole album was crazy, bro. That whole album was crazy, bro. That Jeezy first few tapes was crazy as fuck, bro. All the mixtapes that led up to that first one, then the second one was crazy. He was talking crazy shit on the second one. It may not have the commercial success, but man, DJ Cannon had some dope beats on there. Mr. 17.5, that was my shit. What you talking about? Hypnotize? You ever play Hypnotize with the Bang, nigga? Bro, you gotta hear that Lloyd Banks diss. And when he get back with me, fam, he dissed Rick Ross. I'm gonna have to get at it. Banks usually ain't one of those guys. Can't ban all them shit. Prime Minister, The Real Is Back, Trapper Dot. Man, nigga, man, he got Jeezy probably got 100 good songs. Recession, that I was just listening to that shit the other day. That joint with Anthony Hamilton was underrated. You know what I'm saying? That whole album was crazy. Nigga, who that? Nigga, we that? Shorty Red on it. The first 3 he dropped was all classics. The second one was my favorite because that solidified Young Jeezy in the game, bro. That solidified him. The first 4 projects he dropped was crack. Shit, 103 was tight. He just took so long to drop. I got tired of hearing that Ply song. I heard that shit for like 2 years. His studio albums, the first 3, 101, 102, Recession, nigga. Recession was just as good as the first one. And then he had the mixtape game on lock. T.I. crazy, bro. I'm serious. T.I. versus T.I.P. ATL, trap music. That motherfucker was Urban Legend. ASAP was one of my favorite songs. I had that shit on repeat. ASAP. You don't know me. Rubber Band Man. I be banging that shit when I'm in the gym. Rubber Band Man. Wow. That shit bang. That David Banner beat was crazy. Ain't kinda Young Jeezy. Gotta take it easy. Only way to go is slow. And then don't forget he had the USDA album. That whole shit was a classic. He had another classic with that one. I remember, man, my mom, they went to Milwaukee and shit, right? And I left them. I was driving the rental for a minute before they left. I think I was gassing it up. And me and my mans, this is when I still was in college shit. I was home for the summer. Me and my mans, we had the USDA CD. I used to buy all the CDs, nigga. We had the USDA CD. We left that bitch in the car, right? So they left for like 7 days. My mama said we played that shit all the way there and all the way back. She even said that shit was a classic. The whole CD. Blood Raw was talking shit. Slick Puller was talking shit. That whole CD was crazy. That whole shit was crazy. That USDA Cold Summer, that was one of the craziest projects, bro, that I didn't expect. That whole project was dumb. That whole project, it wasn't a bad song on it. I know a bitch named Pam, shorty off the chain, but shorty a freak. However it go, that whole shit was focused. White Girl was like one of the weakest songs on there, and that shit bang. I'm telling you, man, Jeezy Discovery is, they just be hating on a nigga, bro, because they don't understand. Niggas in Detroit love that nigga Jeezy. Jeezy could put on a 10-hour concert if he wanted to. T.I. shit stupid too. Gucci shit stupid too. Stupid. Stupid. Don't forget they had the Drop Top remix too. That shit was Jeezy came crazy on that one. I like my top. Hey, look, that shit was crazy. Whew. He was on some crack. He was on another level, bro. Jeezy ain't never disappointed my ass. Never. I done seen it all. That shit was crazy, man. I'm telling you, if y'all ain't never heard the Jody Breeze and the Jeezy, go listen to that shit off Boys in the Hood, Trap Boys. That shit crazy. Line Killer, salute. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. That shit crazy. Him and Jody Breeze would have been nice if they would have stayed together. Gotta take it easy. That one even one of my favorite songs on there. Come on, the one with Jay-Z. That shit was dope. I gotta remember the name of that shit. I don't know. I'm gonna pull that shit up. Trap Star. I'm a TRAPSTR. That shit was dope. That shit was dope. I'm gonna look up this so I forget the name. I want to get it right. Oh, Go Crazy. That was the name of it. That Jay-Z was spitting on that bitch too, dog. That shit, man. His whole first album, people just be hating on the nigga, but I was an avid fan, bro. I rode Jody Breeze strong. The Uptown disc was funky though. Yeah, his shit was, them 3 niggas right. Gucci shit was crazy too. Yeah, stupid. Black T was crazy. Black T sounded like it was made in the basement though. But Bun B was on that. I rob in my black tee. Hit licks in my black tee. That shit was crazy. You know, I'm the lawnmower. That shit was crazy. He had so Icy. He had Icy on there, and then he really took off, man. He was just a street nigga, dog. All his sounds talking street. He had Follow Me. He had I'm a Star. I used to wake up, man. Killed the parking lot 7:45 with the Gucci interior. I see a rich nigga when I look in the mirror. I'm a them three. I grew up in high school getting ready for football, basketball games, in the summer getting ready to hit the block. I listen to them niggas avidly, bro. Shout out to Coffee Universe. The arrest of the two white males that killed Lamar Barbie. Good. Now put them motherfuckers in population. Make sure they don't make it. Coffee, salute. Y'all subscribe to Coffee. I should do a review on Gucci Mane mixtapes. I might just start another channel and just review or do it on the Patreon. I might just do it on the Patreon and just go back and review each project that he did so people can appreciate what he was doing, because he paid away for dudes like Young Dolph to do what they do. You know, I was listening to a DJ Black interview he did with Country Black, and Country Black was talking about he ain't trying to do all that work to be independent. He said if the label paid me $40 million like they did Lil Flip or some other artists, I ain't mad at him. Independent is an acquired taste. You got to be a true hustler. 9 times out of 10, if you got an independent artist that's really being successful, Master P, Lil Flip, Jeezy, Gucci, for a minute mostly Gucci. If you got an independent artist that's doing it, 9 times out of 10 they really hustled in the streets. I'm telling you. You know, drug dealing and slanging dope and hustling shirts and shoes on the street, that go hand in hand in being independent artists. 9 times out of 10, if you got an independent artist that's really getting it like Gucci was, city to city, like Dolph was, city to city, doing it that way, 9 times out of 10, they really hustled in the streets. Not saying if you got with a label, you wasn't a hustler, but 9 times out of 10, the indies, you know, they really hustlers. And Gucci Mane just had crazy projects. The Will Chamberlains, the Sports Centers, the movies 1 and 2 was dope. You know, he had a lot of good projects. He just didn't have that classic. He didn't really have that classic album. I believe T.I. and Jeezy got classic albums. You know, like I said, the first 3 Jeezy CDs to me was classic. T.I., Urban Legend, Trap Music. Both of them was classics without a doubt. Paper Trail was a classic. So they at least to me both got 3 classics. At least. Gucci Mane just had classic mixtapes, bro. And Gucci Mane was the voice of the streets. Gucci Mane was the voice in every hood nigga in Detroit. They fucked with Jeezy, but Gucci was just had it on. Gucci had it on. He was going crazy. But them 3 for real, I always vouch for them 3. And I love Ludacris. My favorite Luda album was Word of Mouth. That whole album from top to bottom was a pure classic. Back for the First Time was special to me because a lot of people don't know Ludacris, he financed that album out of his pocket. All Def Jam did was repackage it. That's it. Back for the First Time, Throw Them Balls. What's Your Fantasy? He financed that album out of his own pocket. Def Jam just repackaged it and redistributed it. Yeah, No Pad, No Pistol. Remember that shit. He out to Frederick Jackson. A lot of people don't know that, man. That's what's special about that album. He didn't have no major label backing. Oh, look, King shit. The royal penis is clean, Your Highness. King shit. That whole word of mouth put him in just a different category, bro. That made him Atlanta royalty, bro. And then when he stepped to T.I., it was crazy. He said, you worth a couple $100,000. I'm worth millions, so stay off the T.I.P. of my dick. Luda, I believe Luda go bar for bar with anybody in freestyling and rap currently, still. Yeah, I know. I already been through that. It ain't take no genius to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? But Atlanta has some, before like this Young Thug and shit, Rich Homie Quan era, only really artists I respect out of there currently, I like 2 Chainz and I like Future. Them the only two niggas that I would check out their projects. You know, a lot of people, you know, probably ask, did you hear this? You hear that? Current rappers out of this kind of little era, the only projects I'm checking out, I'm not talking about the old niggas, but the only projects I'm checking out for real, like I'm checking out as soon as it drops, is a Future project, a 2 Chainz project, Kendrick, Cole. Them the only four I'm checking out, real talk. As far as that's on a major level. That's it. When they drop a project and I'll check out Ferg shit. Them the only five I'm checking out their project like that. Now if Jay drops something, now I always check out the lost tapes and whatever Jay drop. I'm gonna just check it out just because, you know, I need something to listen to. But them the only niggas I'm really checking out. Luda might destroy mostly everybody in the verse. Yeah, he actually remember he did the Too Fast Too Furious song. That shit was dope as hell. His whole first album killing a lot of nigga shit off rip. The second album, I mean. Saturday, that shit was dope. You know, he just had a lot of dope shit. Area Codes was dope. I listened to that album every day in middle school. It was that album and then Outkast dropped their greatest hits album. Them the two albums I listened to every day. For a whole school year, I them the two albums I had in rotation. He said no Earth Gang or A, and so I heard about Earth Gang, but I never listened to him. E40, yeah, E40 dropped his EP. You can listen to, you can get him to chop it up with a conversation if you click the link or something. Big Sean, I don't really buy his shit like that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really listen to him like that. As far as I don't go listen to his album. I like the Detroit album. That's the last thing I remember I listened to. Sorry, I'm just keeping it real. That's the last thing I truly listened to though from him like that. That's I really like. But all his earlier shit, I got song it's another song I really like. I like a few of his early shit, but I really don't follow him like that no more. But if he drop, I'll listen to it. Sino, never heard of him. But no Earth Gang, like I said, I don't listen to nothing new. Like really, like project wise, I've been trying to get ready to listen to the Baby, because I actually like the Baby shit, but I haven't been able to really find time to listen to it. Usually in the gym is where I do my I listen to it in the gym while I'm working out, right? Then I go to the house and I put it on my top shelf Sony shit, and nobody really at the house. Everybody at school. If I'm not at work, I got the house to myself. But with everybody being at home, I don't want to wake motherfuckers up, and then the dogs don't like loud music and shit. So I ain't been really able to listen to, you know, the music I want to listen to. But I could just throw my fucking crushers on and listen to them. But I really don't have no time. But yeah, them niggas, man. You know, Rick Ross had a nice run, but the question is, does Rick Ross have a classic album? I always fuck with E40, man. Sugar, Mr. Saver, Captain Saver, ho, mine. He went to Grambling. I almost went to Grambling. Captain Saver, ho, mine. I'm gonna check him out. I know he's from Detroit. Only Detroit rapper I listen to is Pay, Kid, Vezo. Them probably Inside a Baby now. P.Diidy, I used to listen to him. I don't know what he's doing nowadays, but yeah. But a motherfucker E40, yeah, he got some shit with the Street Lord Cheddar Boys. I mean, him and B Legit. I think B Legit was on that Platinum Rollies Don't TikTok. Your time to go, you'll never know. So get rich for in my lifetime. I like money and things. That was classic. He said that Ross shit. Which one? Port of Miami? It's debatable if he got a classic. Well, Port of Miami, we played that shit out. Every day we got out of school, we went to my nigga Melvin crib and played Madden. It was Sound of Revenge by Chamillionaire in Port of Miami. He had a dope top shelf system too. My brother had one. He got it when he was like 7. He had that bitch like when he was 17. It still bang. But my boy, he had a dope top, and it's in. Man, you look better from behind. Chamillionaire first shit was crazy too, dog. Yeah, that lived up to the hype, for sure. He said, speaking of which, Mystical, oh man, oh, my mom eating potatoes don't make me double your name. Mystical was crazy. Even before he got with for real. But when he got with for real, shake your ass. Well, what, man, when he got with for real, it was a wrap. It wasn't anticipated he was going to do as well as he did when he left No Limit. You know what I'm saying? But he went crazy after No Limit. God forgives, I don't. I had that. He had one with the Barry White sample, bro. That shit was dope. Ross just had some classic shit. Burn the house. Burn the house can. He said, what do you say? Burn the house down. Now you gotta buy another. Curtis Jackson, stupid motherfucker. Somebody said that shit was funny. Mafia music. He used to kill 50, bro. Yeah, Be Legit. Hell, he did a lot of shit on Detroit shit. Be Legit did a lot of shit with Detroit niggas. That shit, they go look at My Lifetime on Platinum Rollies on TikTok, right on YouTube. It's Street Lord Cheddar Boys. On My Lifetime, he had a dope verse. The first verse and his verse. And Blade Icewood verse was dope as fuck too. They did a lot of shit with them Cali niggas. I love 40, man. Quarterback. And one of the clips on that shit, the clips, love them niggas too. That's why I'm just so stuck in my era, because we had timeless music, nigga. Did you used to listen to Devin the Dude? Yeah, he was cool. Yeah, I like Devin. Ain't he from Houston? Hell yeah, man. They had timeless music, especially when Swishahouse started moving in Houston. You know what I'm saying? Tipping on Fofos, and I started getting into Paul Wall and Slim Thug. I had Slim Thug first album. Pharrell was on that shit too. Like a Boss. I see him in concert back in the day. When he first became mainstream, yup. I can just listen to my music all day and I'd be happy, bro. It ain't just pop, Biggie, Trap, man. Early 2000 shit, man. Rap was still great. I thought Devin was from Houston. I could be wrong. Did you like gangbang? Do you like gangbang music? Is that a music? Is that some artist, or are you talking about that type of music? But yeah, I just like 40. I get all the shit. I try to get all the shit as I can, but yeah, I always bang Choices. Choices banging my little ride. Everybody got choices. I'll stick to my buddy. Everybody got choices. You always see him in Detroit. Oh, KRS-One. Love gonna get you. Love gonna get you. Yeah, I like KRS-One. I still play him from time to time. He said Dangerous Crew or the Pen. I don't know none of them. I don't know none of them niggas you talking about. I ain't gonna lie. He from Houston. I figured he was. I just like Lil Kiki, bro. 25 lighters on my dress. I was always looking for new rap, bro. Always. I didn't discriminate. If it was in Memphis, A-Bar, MJG, and 3-6 Mafia, I was listening to them. If it was the, Outkast, I was listening to them. Luda was listening to them. If it was Mobb Deep, if it was, wherever you had rap and it was good, I was finding it. I was listening to Nelly. I was listening to niggas from Philly, Cass, Beans, Emilio Sparks. All them niggas, man. Young Gunners and Cameron. I was a big Cameron fan. What means the world to you? I was a huge Cameron. Huge Scarface fan. Huge. I mean, wherever they had rap at, I was there, nigga. Used to love Eminem when I was younger. Listen to all his shit. Listen to all Nelly shit, even though he only had two to me. Two good ones. The first two ones was the best for him. The Bay Area, the Bay and Detroit, we just always click like that. Our musicians always click, man. I was in Florida with the music. Grind mode. Huge Trick Daddy fan. Trick Daddy, one of the most underrated, underappreciated legends in rap. Trick Daddy had the commercially, he had the South on his black, boy, bro. If it wasn't no Trick Daddy, it ain't no Plies, it ain't a lot of them niggas. Trick Daddy was my nigga back in the day. Oh, Cam, Killer Season, that man, that was my nigga, bro. Dangerous Crew was Too Short, Breed. I didn't know that he did shit with Breed and them. I gotta check that out. Quick, Easy, and Above the Law. Yeah, I missed that one. But I like Too Short. I like It Ain't No Future in the Front. I love MC Breed. I gotta get mine. Love Too Short too. Playing just to play. Yeah, Bakes was tight. I fuck with Rapping Forte. I fuck with the Bay. All them niggas individually, Above the Law. For my mama fuck with the county again. I'll take the risk of doing 5 to 10. I'm not taking the way. I'm straight baking the way to get what we gotta get. I got my baba up out of there because y'all motherfuckers just don't care. Spice what? Rolling with the motherfucking strap on side of me. I fuck with Spice. I'm still bang Spice what to this day. That's the OG. I be all through the Bay, man. Bay and Detroit go hand in hand. I be keep telling you niggas that, man. You know, Southern California, I love them niggas too, man. MCA, Compton's Most Wanted, Q, Dre, Mac 10. I was begging Mac 10 first joint the other day. Mac 10 used to go crazy. He said, up in the county jail with a gold record. Ice Cube sent me pictures of bitches naked. I'm all through there. Dub C, I was listening to that nigga the other day, bro. Dub C was a raw ass nigga. Yep. I love that West Coast connection when they redid the stylistic. People make the world, gangsters make the world go round. Doom, doom, doom. They all killed that shit, nigga. They all killed that song. The Up in the Smoke tour was crack. They killed that whole song. He said, "Now you the Eminem biggest hater." It was cool when I was little. This looks like a job for me, but everybody just bounced me. I need a little bit controversy. Oh man, looking back at it, that shit was so corny. But I do like Eminem's show. I like that shit. I ain't never denied that. That's it. I ain't never listened to him after that. Rap God is so corny, bro. Sorry, dog. The nigga was like, man, hey Chris, you gotta hear Rap God, man. You got to hear this stuff. I said, you don't get this shit off my fucking ear, man. I told my nigga, get this shit out of my ear. That shit garbage. But yeah, Pusha T, I get his shit. Let me say that too. Pusha T dropped something, Ross dropped something. But they kind of old niggas though, so yeah, they don't kind of go with Kendrick, Cole, and the rest of them niggas. They kind of with Jay. But the Clips love them niggas too. Virginia, but it ain't nothing to do but cook. Sagging up, banging up, and that shit was dope, man. The Clips first too, man. Whew. Why would I have to listen to shit today? I like Future shit because it's just crack. Future music is straight addictive, though. I'm a little back a day. The beat be banging, bro. I don't even smoke a drink for real like that. I drink a little bit. That shit be riding. Hell yes, it was a ton of great rappers. Then we didn't even talk about the one-hit wonders back in the day. I had a ton of one-hit wonders. Shit, Nas and the Firm was dope too. A.T. Shook Hill. That shit was dope. Man, rap used to be good, bro. It kind of went bad after like 2009. After Jeezy and T.I. dropped Paper Trail and Recession, it went bad after that. So it's been crazy, man. You got a lot of one-hit ass wonders, man, through the years too, man. I can't even think of none of their songs. A lot of one-hit wonders. You know, also dope female artists too. The Brat was dope. Trina was dope. Kim was dope. Travis Scott got this generation on lock. He's so trash. That nigga's utter trash. He used to write for Kanye. Travis Scott is so trash, bro. I do not like that nigga, dog. When you say ass juice music, that nigga's ass. I only like Drake part. That's it. That shit dope. I hate the song he did with 2 Chainz on Pretty Trap, whatever the fuck that album was. He fucked that entire song up. That was a dope first verse by 2 Chainz. I'm gonna tell you the name of the song right now. I hate that nigga for fucking that song up, bro. I hate that nigga for fucking that song up, bro. And that was a nice little album too. I'm gonna tell you the name of that shit. Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. That came out 3 years ago. That was a good ass. 4 a.m. he fucked that song up. He a good producer though. He fucked that song. I could choke that nigga right now. That 2 Chainz killed the beginning of that 4 a.m. song, bro. That I love 2 Chainz albums though. I ain't gonna lie. I'll get this shit, but I kind of consider him the old dudes. You know, it was a good album that he was on. That Player Circle album, nigga. That Player Circle album that he was on, that was probably one of the most underrated, underappreciated rap albums that ever was. Real talk. Well, yeah, Supply and Demand, I think it was. Yup. That was one of the most underrated, underappreciated albums. But let me get out of here because the nigga got appreciate y'all. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Keep sharing the video. Share this video for me, man. And I keep doing these hip hop 101s, man, and keep checking for them. But we got a whole hip hop 101 playlist. So if you miss any episodes, it's there. We gone.